still remember the day everything fell apart. I had been with the company for years, loyal and hard-working, yet I was fired without warning. What hurt more than losing my job was how it happened, right in front of my co-workers. My manager spoke loudly, listing my failures as if he wanted everyone to hear. I walked out with my box of belongings, my face burning with shame. Outside the building, I sat on the steps for a long time, replaying every word in my head. People passed by, some staring, some pretending not to notice. I felt small, disposable, and angry at myself for believing loyalty mattered. That night, I didn't tell anyone what really happened. I just said I was let go and tried to sleep. The next 2 days were heavy. I sent out resumes, made calls, and checked my phone constantly, hoping for something, anything. My confidence was shattered, and doubt crept into every thought. I started questioning my own abilities, wondering if my manager had been right all along. She, on the other hand, seemed strangely calm. She had witnessed the humiliation and said very little about it. I thought maybe she was disappointed in me. The silence between us felt louder than any argument. I didn't know what she was thinking. On the third day, her phone rang while we were having breakfast. She answered casually, but her expression changed almost immediately. She stood up, walked into the other room, and closed the door. I could hear her voice shaking as she spoke. When she came back, she looked at me differently, almost cautiously. She told me the call was from the Pentagon. At first, I laughed, thinking it was a joke or a scam. But she showed me the missed call and the voicemail. Request for a follow-up conversation. It turned out she had reported something months ago, quietly and officially. She had seen irregularities at my workplace, things she believed were serious and dangerous. She hadn't told me because she didn't want to worry me or interfere with my job. Now, those concerns had reached the highest levels. The humiliation I suffered was no accident. The company had panicked when they realized they were under investigation. Firing me publicly was their way of distancing themselves, making me look unreliable before the truth came out. I was collateral damage. Within weeks, the story changed completely. The same people who had avoided my eyes were suddenly nervous. My former manager stopped returning calls altogether. Investigators were asking questions I had never dared to ask myself. Slowly, my shame turned into clarity. Losing my job had felt like the end of my life, but it was actually the beginning of something else. I was no longer tied to people who didn't value truth or integrity. I found new work soon after, not because of connections, but because I had nothing left to lose and everything to prove. The experience hardened me, but it also made me honest with myself and with others. Looking back, I realized that public humiliation doesn't define you. It only reveals who stands with you when the noise fades. 3 days changed everything, and the call I never expected reminded me that sometimes justice moves quietly until it doesn't.